Rock is the fakest celebrity in Hollywood.
I can tell you with a little bit of uncertainty because I failed math, I was probably at that time ingesting about anywhere between 6 to, well, I would say possible, almost 8,000 calories a day.
I can tell you there is no way The Rock burns off enough calories to average 6,000 to 8,000 calories a day and look like this. If he actually ate those kind of calories, 6,000 to 8,000 a day, he would be 100 pounds overweight. There is no way he eats this much.
The Rock is not natural, okay? The Rock, he's not a patient of mine, so I don't worry about getting sued.
We're going to be talking about what steroid cycle I think of The Rock.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson used to be the ultimate superstar. The megawatt smile, the carved out physique, and that unforgettable line, "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?" He wasn't just a wrestler, he was a global powerhouse, a Hollywood kingpin, and a man branded as unstoppable. But now, that golden shine is cracking wide open. His WrestleMania promo video didn't just flop, it became the most hated in the event's history. His podcast appearances feel flat and forced, and that Maui Wildfire fundraiser, fans dragged it as out of touch and cold. The walking billboard image that once sold everything from movies to tequila is now weighing him down heavy. In just 5 months, The Rock watched 5 million Instagram followers vanish. That's not just a stumble. That's a free. Every awkward move, every PR slip paints a picture of a man chasing ambition so hard he lost his grip on reality. How did a legend go from being loved worldwide to struggling for trust? To understand how the icon started crumbling, we gotta rewind the tape, back to where his rise began. Dwayne Johnson wasn't born into stardom. Even though wrestling ran deep in his family, his own climb was rough. Back in 1996, he hit the WWE stage as Rocky Maivia, a squeaky clean, all smiles babyface. But the fans weren't buying it. They booed him out of arenas, chanting "Rocky sucks" every time he showed up. That was his first taste of humiliation, and he never forgot it. Instead of folding, he flipped the script and birthed The Rock, a cocky, loudmouth villain with razor-sharp promos that made people tune in just to love hating him. When he roared, "If you smell what The Rock is cooking," it wasn't just a line, it was a warning shot. Suddenly, he wasn't just surviving, he was dominating, becoming a WWE superstar idolized around the globe. But The Rock had bigger plans than the ring. Hollywood was the next battleground, and at first, it wasn't pretty. Early shots like The Scorpion King, 2002, and The Rundown, 2003, got slammed by critics, who said he was just a wrestler in costume, nothing more. The turnaround came in 2011 with Fast 5, when he stormed in as Luke Hobbs, a relentless, muscle-bound anti-hero who stole the spotlight and forced Hollywood to respect him. He built an empire on reinvention. From villain to hero, wrestler to movie king, even Instagram motivated. That flawless, polished image looked unshakable, but it was built on shaky ground, and the cracks soon split wide open. In 2016, Johnson blew up his own reputation when he blasted unnamed co-stars on Instagram during the filming of The Fate of the Furious. He never dropped a name, but everybody knew he was firing shots at Vin Diesel, calling him cowardly and unprofessional. That single post lit up Hollywood like wildfire. Reports spilled out fast. Johnson was allegedly demanding special treatment. Contracts saying he couldn't lose a fight scene, guarantees for more screen time, and ego-driven rules that broke the team spirit of the franchise. Fans who once saw him as the smiling, humble superstar were floored. Suddenly, The Rock didn't look like a hero. He looked like a diva chasing clout and control. Social media had a field day. Posts branded him a hypocrite, asking, "Is The Rock really the good guy he pretends to be?" Some diehard fans tried to defend him, saying he was just protecting his brand, but the damage was done. Johnson scrambled to clean it up, deleting the rant and dropping a Unity video. But the doubt had already sunk in deep. You can erase a post, but you can't erase suspicion. And once people started looking closer, they saw the little lies too. Enter the In-N-Out Burger saga. From 2017 through 2023, The Rock kept posting first-time visits to the fast food chain, complete with over-the-top selfies and videos. He even tried to explain himself, saying, "I've bought In-N-Out burgers for friends before, but I've never tried it. So this is my first."
And the reason why this is history in the making is because this is the very first time that I have ever tried an In-N-Out burger or In-N-Out fries, or anything from In-N-Out for that matter.
But by December 2023, he pulled the same stunt again, a third, first-time visit. He acted clueless at the counter, pretending not to know how to order or pay before patting himself on the back for leaving a big tip. Fans weren't buying it anymore, and receipts came out quick. The internet dug up his old posts, exposing him for recycling the same fake narrative over and over. Popular YouTuber Penguin Z0 even dropped a breakdown video that racked up over 6 million views, clowning The Rock for staging this first-time burger moment at least 3 times in 6 years. People joked it wasn't his first time at In-N-Out. It was his first time forgetting what his PR team told him to say. Backed into a corner, The Rock quietly edited his caption, adding, "First time In-N-Out burger experience. Again, thanks to fans for reminding me. I totally forgot I'd been before." But the damage was done. What looked like a tiny lie revealed something bigger. Every move, every post.
This is the third time he's done it. He keeps pretending that he's trying In-N-Out for the first time every couple of years. The other 2 videos are still on your Instagram.
Every smile was scripted to sell an image. Fans realized he wasn't being real. He was a billboard with biceps. Supporters who once trusted him enough to buy Zoa energy drinks, Under Armour sneakers, even his tequila, now saw him differently. If he could fake something as small as a burger run, what else was staged? At 51, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson still parades a body most 20-year-olds couldn't dream of. His Instagram is flooded with 4 a.m. gym clips, tagged #hardest worker in the room, showing him drenched in sweat, smiling like he's carrying the weight of the world. Literally. For years, he sold the idea that his success is just raw grind, that anyone could look like him if they wake up early and hustle hard enough. But cracks in that story started showing fast. Johnson bragged about eating 6,000 to 8,000 calories a day to keep his muscles stacked, and fans ate it up as proof of his superhuman engine. Except fitness experts weren't buying it. Coach Greg Doucette flat out called it a lie, saying, "No way someone stays that lean eating 8,000 calories. He'd be up 45 kilos in no time." His so-called diet of cod, rice, and greens, around 3,000 calories max. The rest was PR fantasy, designed to build a myth, not a meal plan. Even his gym videos got exposed.
But look at the grimaces on his face. Notice how hard he seems to be pushing. This is 2 plates on each side. A man of The Rock's stature, size, and strength, I would believe that this would be a cakewalk. Many bikini competitors could lift this much weight. And I'm not trying to strength shame him here, but I believe that you're lying when you say that this kicked your ass. There is no way that this was difficult.
In one clip labeled raw, unedited, high intensity, he grimaced through squats like he was pushing his body to the limit. But Doucette broke it down. 2 plates per side, nothing crazy. He joked bikini competitors squat heavier. The Rock wasn't exhausted. He was performing exhaustion, acting out sweat and pain to sell fans the dream of endless grind. Then came the biggest question of all. Is The Rock's body really natural? Johnson has always claimed he only touched steroids once as a teenager, then never again. In interviews, he brushed off every accusation with a smile, calling it all nonsense. But the receipts don't lie. At 50, his physique hasn't faded. It's actually bigger and leaner than it was in his 30s. Experts are calling his denial straight up unbelievable. Strongman Eddie Hall hinted he might be on TRT.
I would believe that The Rock would be on TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy. A very good thing to do. It's actually very good for you, very healthy for you.
You can't even get there with HRT. That's not HRT.
Not only do I not think he's natural, I don't think he's on HRT. I think he's on the kitchen sink. Whatever he can take,
Really?
I think he's on all of it and then some. You don't get big like that into your 50s compared to your 40s and 30s. But you see some photos of him in his 30s, he's way bigger and leaner now.
Testosterone replacement therapy. Joe Rogan didn't sugarcoat it. No way. You don't get muscles like that with just TRT. And Greg Doucette went nuclear. I don't just think he's not natural. I believe he's using everything possible. At 50, that body is impossible without help. Piece by piece, the myth crumbled. The Rock's brand was built on the message that hard work is enough. But now that message looked like a sweet lie, selling millions of young fans a dream they could never reach naturally. Online, the backlash exploded. On hashtags like #RockOnRoyce went viral, mocking his grind as nothing but needles and marketing tricks. The guy who sold protein shakes, energy drinks, and shoes was suddenly exposed as selling illusions too. And how did The Rock handle it? With silence. In interviews, he just smiled, sidestepped, or repeated his mantra, hard work. But silence doesn't heal suspicion. It only made fans trust him less. People started saying he wasn't just hiding steroids, he was hiding who he really was. The so-called icon of effort was now seen as a carefully sculpted billboard, a body draped in lies he couldn't shake off. And that inauthenticity didn't stop at the gym. It followed him straight into Hollywood, where he staked everything on one film, Black Adam. Black Adam in 2022 was The Rock's biggest gamble.
First launched the fund, there was some backlash, and I want to address and acknowledge that backlash right now. And here's what I have to say about that. I get it, and I completely understand, and I could have been better. And next time I will.
His shot to crown himself the center of DC's future. He starred, produced, and hyped it as a game changer. But instead of glory, it flopped, pulling $393 million on a $260 million budget that needed $600 million to break even. Losses ran $50 to $100 million. Rather than own it, The Rock spun lies. He leaked claims the movie would profit from streaming and extras, even posting articles mocking reports of failure. But Hollywood Reporter shut it down, confirming it was a financial disaster. Fans turned on him, memes exploded. Now we know what The Rock's cooking, cooked books. For the first time, he wasn't seen as a box office king, but as a fading star willing to twist numbers to protect his ego. And the cracks only deepened when, in the same year, he praised Joe Rogan, just as Rogan faced outrage for clips of him using racial slurs. On Instagram, The Rock called him a great friend and wrote, "Awesome job, brother." The Rock first hyped Rogan with, "Perfectly said. Looking forward to your show and some tequila," but backlash came fast. One viral comment read, "Dear Rock, you're an idol to many, but defending Joe Rogan, who used and laughed with a slur dozens of times, is a terrible use of power." The Rock backtracked instantly. He tweeted an apology to Don Winslow. "I didn't know about his use of the slur before commenting. Now I understand the full story. This is a lesson for me. Fans saw it as weakness, a man with no backbone." Even on Rogan's own podcast, he dodged controversy, hogging the mic with endless monologues. Viewers called him a living ChatGPT, spitting safe, shallow takes that put people to sleep. Then came 2023 and the Maui wildfires. The Rock and Oprah launched the People's Fund of Maui, each pledging $5 million, while asking everyday people to chip in. But critics blasted him. With an $800 million fortune, why ask the struggling public for donations? Under fire, he posted another apology video. "I hear and fully understand. I could have done better and I'll do better next time." But the internet wasn't buying it. One post with thousands of likes nailed the sentiment, "The math ain't mathin'. He's got so much money, he could have donated and earned it back in a year." Both scandals exposed the same truth. The Rock will say anything to please the crowd. On Instagram, nearly 75% of his posts are ads, earning him the nickname Dwayne the Ad Johnson. Fans saw he wasn't a hero anymore, just a walking brand. But his biggest collapse came back in WWE. On January 23rd, 2024, he joined the WWE Board of Directors, vowing to serve the people. 10 days later, he forced himself into WrestleMania 40's main event against Roman Reigns, pushing out Cody Rhodes. The Royal Rumble winner fans had been waiting years to see headline. When Cody suddenly announced he'd step aside, fans blamed The Rock's boardroom power. The promo video racked up over 700,000 dislikes on YouTube, the most hated in WWE history. On X, hashtag Cody Deserves Better trended worldwide, with fans saying The Rock had stolen the spotlight for himself. Even fellow wrestlers spoke out. Seth Rollins blasted him as disrespectful to everyone who built WWE. Inside is revealed, The Rock's WrestleMania power play blew up WWE's entire storyline. The backlash was so fierce that by April, the company rewrote the script, bringing Cody Rhodes back to finally defeat Roman Reigns. The Rock claimed on Instagram it was all part of a bigger plan to create drama. Fans laughed. Bigger plan? More like a plan to lose fans. Decades of loyalty collapsed overnight. For the first time in his career, The Rock started bleeding Instagram followers by the thousands. A year earlier, he was gaining 5 million a month. Now, projects like Red Notice 2 and Jungle Cruise 2 stalled or got axed. His once untouchable name was no longer tied to inspiration, but to arrogance, fakery, and reckless ambition. Each scandal chipped away at the myth. His feud with Vin Diesel exposed ego. His In-N-Out first-time saga revealed staged authenticity. The exaggerated diet and raw gym clips showed calculated performance. Steroid suspicions shattered the hard work is enough dream. Black Adam proved he wasn't invincible. His Rogan flip-flop and Maui fundraiser apology cemented him as a PR puppet. and WrestleMania 40 delivered the fatal blow, destroying the People's Champ legacy. He tried to be everything, wrestler, actor, businessman, but ended up a hollow brand. His downfall is a warning. Audiences crave authenticity, not fake smiles or staged apologies. The Rock forgot he didn't need to be perfect, just real. Once, he symbolized grit and optimism, but ambition twisted him into a billboard version of himself. His empire now looks like a cautionary tale built on spin, not truth. Can he come back? Maybe, but only if he ditches the invincible Rock act and embraces Dwayne Johnson, flaws and all. That means owning his failures, facing criticism, and rebuilding trust from the ground up. In today's world, authenticity is the only currency that counts. The question is, will he take off the mask or keep cooking up stories that no one believes anymore? Only time will tell. What do you think? Is The Rock finished, or can he redeem himself? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives.